Crypto Stew is back! That's right, everybody. I know this is what you've been waiting for. I have 44 subscribers, which is 3 times as many as I had the last time I made a video, which is unbelievable because it means that by not making videos, I'm more popular than I was when I was making videos. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. If you're not subscribed and you're hearing this, please hit the subscribe button. Sympathy subscriptions count. Even if you're just feeling sorry for me and want to make my number go up, I'm cool with that. You don't even have to hit the bell, so then you won't even know when I make another video. So you'll just be doing a nice thing. So that's cool. Crypto Stew is back. What have I been doing? I have been in crypto this entire time. I have not sold a single Satoshi since my last video, which was about 14 months ago. When I last made a video, Bitcoin was at 3,000, which is unbelievable. Oh, and I learned that in YouTube, when you say people stop listening, which is, I don't know how I'm supposed to stop that. I guess that's why YouTube videos have so many cuts, but I don't care about any of that, so I'm not going to do that. If you hear and you tune out, so be it. See, I just did it again. But so, Crypto Stew is back. I actually have some content that I want to share with you guys that I think is going to be very useful. I have been using all of the platforms. I've really been letting my crypto get to work. So I'm on Crypto.com and BlockFi and Celsius. I'm using all of them, and my value to you is that I only have 44 subscribers, so you know that nobody is paying me to say anything. And I have been using these platforms for about a year. I can give you honest reviews, so if you're thinking about doing something with your crypto besides letting it sit on an exchange somewhere, which is what most people are probably doing, then I can be helpful because I can tell you honestly what it's like to use these platforms and which ones are better than others, in my opinion. So that's my value. I also think my value is I don't really use my screen. So if you subscribe to Crypto Stew, you can do other things and not worry that you're missing. I'm not doing any technical analysis or anything. You're not going to have to watch the screen a gross majority of the time because there's nothing to look at here. So you can do whatever you're doing around the house or be driving or whatever and still take in a Crypto Stew video. I think that's awesome. Or I believe these videos would be great if you're trying to fall asleep. So let the soothing sound of Crypto Stew drip you off to dreamland. I have certain YouTubers I listen to just to go to sleep. I don't know if you guys do, but I know Epic Economist. I subscribe to him, and whenever he releases a video, they're about 15 minutes long, and I never make it past minute 7. I just get in bed, close my eyes, listen to his videos for about 7 minutes, and I am out like a light. He does these videos about how screwed our economic system is and how we're all doomed, and for some reason I find that incredibly soothing. So I do have some great content coming up. By far, my most popular video was my Toscoin video, which is shocking to me because Toscoin disappeared maybe a month after I did that video, and nobody talked about it before I made the video, and it got over 1,000 views. 1,000 views! So what happened to Toscoin? By the way, I read every comment. Every comment. So if you're going to comment, you got to know I'm going to read it, and I'm most likely going to write something back. One guy commented on one of my videos. He wrote, "I am the only person to watch this video," which I thought was hilarious. And if you're watching this one too, I love you, buddy. So, the TOS video, what happened to Toscoin? Toscoin was a great project. I love the coin. I still agree with every word I said about Toscoin in that video, but they decided to fold maybe a couple months after I made the video. Now, they didn't exit scam. They didn't just take all the money and run. They cashed everybody out at it was at least 60 cents a coin, which I think the coin was at 25 cents. So if anyone actually bought it based on my review, they made money. So I feel good about that. And so, they decided to let it go. They cashed everybody out. You got paid in Ethereum. The people on Reddit were very upset about it, but people on Reddit are upset about everything. Reddit is just full of angry people. I have a story about that, but I mean, it's not a crypto related story, so I'll let it go. But there was one time that I just pissed off everybody on Reddit without even trying, which is like my special gift. So, for this video, I just have some stupid theory of mine about Bitcoin. It's my hungry hippo theory of Bitcoin. I'll share that with you. But my next videos, I highly recommend subscribing. Even if it's just for sympathy, remember those count. I think those should count as two. Sympathy subscribers count. And I'm going to do those great videos on those crypto platforms. I also have some, I listen to a lot of crypto YouTubers, and I always thought that my value could be these YouTubers are all stretching out their videos because a certain length video makes them the most money. So they put 2 minutes worth of content into a 12-minute video. I thought I could review their videos and just be like, well, Chico just said blah, 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 blah today. He just said buy more Ethereum. And that's it. And that's all you need to know. And now you just saved, even though if you wanted to watch this video, you just saved all that time. I thought about doing that. I don't know if I'm going to go forward with that. I think it might piss off those other YouTubers a little bit. Not that I have any followers anyway, so they'll never know I even exist. But, so I have some plans for the channel, but haven't worked it all out. But I do want to make videos. I think it's so cool that anyone is listening to this at all. So here I have a visual aid. Hungry Hippos. For any young people out there who don't know what it is, it's a game that children played when I was a child. And you can see it on the screen. You have a hippo. You have up to 4 players. Every player has a hippo, and the balls go through the middle, and you use your hippo to eat as many balls as possible, and whoever gets the most balls wins. Very simple. So my hungry hippo theory of Bitcoin is, I learned recently, and it's a stat that amazes me, is that there's over 2 million Bitcoin on exchanges, which is amazing because there's only 18.5 million Bitcoin out there. I know there's going to be 21 million, but 2.5 million haven't been mined yet. So there's 18.5 million Bitcoin out there, but I think about 4 million Bitcoin have been lost forever. Some people, that's a disputable stat. Some people think it's more like 2 million, but let's say 3 million Bitcoin are lost forever. So that only leaves 15.5 million Bitcoin possibly out there. And 2 million are on exchanges. Now, I think some of that is just people leaving their coins on exchanges because they think they're safe there. And if you're with Coinbase or something, you're probably right. But a lot of those lesser-known exchanges, I wouldn't recommend leaving any money on there, any Bitcoin or any other coin on an exchange. But so 2 million Bitcoin are on exchanges. People are trading Bitcoin. They think Bitcoin's going to go up, they buy. They think Bitcoin's going to go down, they sell. Buy, sell. People trading. Okay, fine. They can trade all they want. Now, the hungry hippo theory is this. People like me, and I have one other friend who is also a crypto enthusiast, when we buy Bitcoin, we never sell it. And we have no intention of ever selling it. I mean, I expect my kid to inherit my Bitcoin, which is another problem, which I should make another video about, is dead people and Bitcoin, because it's a real problem. But back to my hungry hippo theory of Bitcoin. That as these traders are busy buying and selling their Bitcoin, every once in a while, a hippo like me, just a guy who's going to keep his Bitcoin forever, comes out and snatches one. And that one just comes out of circulation forever and shrinks the supply. The biggest hippo out there right now is obviously Grayscale. They just buy hundreds of thousands of Bitcoins and they never sell one. But I wonder what's going to happen to Grayscale if a Bitcoin ETF comes out, because the ETF will have much lower fees and be a direct way of purchasing Bitcoin through the stock market. So won't that create less demand for Grayscale? And if so, won't they then start selling? But that might not be a problem because the ETF might buy up whatever they sell. But that's in the future. There isn't going to be an ETF anytime soon, I don't think. So, but back to my hippo theory. Real enthusiasts like me, like my friend who's also a crypto enthusiast, we buy our Bitcoin and we keep it forever. And I know that if anybody ever watched this video, they would say, oh, come on, every man has his price. If Bitcoin went to 200 million tomorrow, you would sell. And my answer to that is, if Bitcoin went to 200 million tomorrow, first of all, it means there's something really, really wrong in the world. So I'd probably have bigger problems. But I would probably sell maybe zero point 0.1 Bitcoin to get $20 million, which I could live very well off for a very long time and have that liquid, so I can buy stuff with it, and I would keep the rest of the Bitcoin. That is my answer on that. But I don't even think I would need to do that because you can borrow off your Bitcoin now, which is what these platforms do. So why would you ever sell your Bitcoin when you can just borrow off it? And when you borrow off it, that's tax-free. When you sell, that's a taxable event. When you borrow off it, that's tax-free. There's very reasonable rates. I'm going to get into all that when I do my reviews of the various platforms. There's really a lot of advantages to Bitcoin that did not exist the last time I made a video. It's a very exciting time in this genre of money that's coming up around us. So that's my theory, that as the Bitcoins are being traded back and forth, every once in a while a Hippo comes out and snatches one and it's gone forever. So the amount of Bitcoins out there is constantly shrinking, which is one of the reasons it keeps going up, is people are buying it who have no intention of ever selling it. And so I think that all is very good for Bitcoin's future. And it's one way of looking at it that I don't know if other people look at it that way, but that's how I look at it. But Crypto Stew is back, and please subscribe if you haven't. I'm up to 44 subscribers. I only had 13 the last time I made a video, but that was 14 months ago, and it reminds me of the time that I paid a stripper not to give me a lap dance. And if anybody wants to hear that story, I guess I could make a video on that one, but only if somebody commented I want to hear the stripper story, in which case I would do that. So yeah, subscribe, and I'm going to make good videos, I promise. And Crypto Stew is back, and Crypto Stew is signing off.